Friends, we are privileged to have amongst us one of the great masters of language of India. Allan is known very much as a novelist, but he's a master of forms. Extraordinary facility with all of these different forms. Today is a special treat because we are going to hear his poetry. Sir.
Going to be reading from a book called Zelaldinos. Zelaldinos is simply another name for Akbar. Akbar had some Jesuit priests at his court, and they were sending letters to Rome, and they didn't know how to say Jalaluddin. So they said Zelaldinos, Latin. But as much as a book of poems about Akbar, it's a book about Fatehpur Sikri. And those of you who've been there will know that there's a hill there, and at the top of that there's the fortress, which is looked after by the ASI, the Archaeological Survey of India. This poem is called Keystone. Every morning in Fatehpur Sikri, the masons of the ASI secretly remove a series of weathered stones. In a workshop below the palace, each stone is faithfully replicated in the image of the ideal ancestor. Every afternoon, the new pieces are cunningly cemented back in. When a fresh piece is lodged, a suspect piece beside it is marked. Exact copies of stone latticework are inserted where worn pieces once hung. Stone by stone, building by building, the palace is renewed. Where brick or rubble was used instead of stone, brick and rubble are used. The mortar corresponds to a medieval recipe stated in the Aini Akbari. 3 parts of gravel to 1 of lime, with brick dust and molasses mixed in. But there remain certain mysteries and unattainables. The caterpillar struts are a mystery. The barley sugar pillars, imponderables. But Fatehpur Sikri is already dead. The Archaeological Survey accepts this truth. Philosophically, it implants stone after stone up to the keystone itself, till a perfect replica stands on Sikri Hill, and nothing remains of Zelaldinos city except the idea of it.
God, dude.
Well, what happens is that a tourist by the name of Irv, not Irwin, arrives in Fatehpur Sikri and sees a ghost. And he recognizes the ghost. It's the ghost of the emperor. That's right. Because he spent all his childhood years in history classes. But what he didn't know was that the emperor was looking back at him. I said, oh, I recognize him. But you've changed, you've gone old. Your jowls are sagging. Majesty, you have not changed at all. He said, come, let me show you my city. And he takes him to the sunken garden. This poem is called Princeling. The sunken garden, Irv. See that boy by the gazebo there? Watch him pace the lawn, reciting as he walks. No childish toy to distract him. Oblivious of the water race, whose stone-cut, fish-scale motif ruffles crystal water into lace. My grandson, him, when he can relieve my toba son, that's Janvi. Akbar was disappointed in his son, and he pinned his hopes on his friends. When he can relieve my toba son, will rule. He'll build the Taj Mahal, transmuting low to high relief. 9 years old. No better age in all the world. At his age, I was storm-tossed, dragged through mountain passes in my father's thrall. Humayun had been kicked out of his kingdom. He was a fugitive in Afghanistan. His kingdom lost. My schooling too. I learned to count with rooks. I learned to skip and run with cheetahs, crossed icy streams, burning desert sands, made fishhooks of nymphs. An intellectual's son who cannot hold a pen. Why, to this day, I love the smell of books and fumigate my schoolmen. Schoolmen. I heard that. Schoolmen as in academics. In the medieval sense. One of the other people at his court is Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl was prime minister, you could say. He was also the author of the Akbarnama and the chief flatterer. So this next poem is called Heart-Ravishing Sayings of His Majesty. Absolute zero is wider than true north by half. True north is farther than a neighbor's wife. A neighbor's ox eats twice the measure of thine own. East is east, but measure your bread by the baking stone. People in stone houses should not glaze to the south. The stolen mango is sweetest in a drought. East is south when the world leans on its elbow. The former light of the world got a fist like are you? The paper dragon should beware the candle by the bed. In the country of the toothless is the best head. Better a stale fish fry than a bad guzzle. This poet's a right pain in the east. Abul Fazl. The last line is one of those jokes where the punchline is delivered first, and then the rest of the joke follows. Okay? So here's the punchline. His Majesty says, neither can I. Remember that. Rest of the joke is, Majesty, I want a divorce. She can't sleep with the lights on. I can't read in the dark. He's in the ship, so he can't read in the dark and he can't read in the light. Doesn't really matter. That's okay. So then Irv and the ghost have a big quarrel. It's summertime and it's hot. So the one goes off one way and Irv leaves. But he comes back. I've been to Sikri 7 times. And here is a visit that Irv pays in winter. Irv, you're back. Majesty, I couldn't keep away. Count your blessings, Irv. I can't bear to stay. Listen, you're a storyteller. You can embody me. I'm sorry I was rude about your profession. Some of my best friends are novelists. Senegalese, a Kiwi, but they all got home. I can't go past that gate. Come on, embody me, walk me away. I've been too long on this hill. There is a remedy, Majesty, but it's worse than the disease. Nothing could be worse off. You'll have to do as I say, Your Highness, the way my characters do. Done, says Senators. It's not just your characters that obey you when you write, Majesty. the whole world does, in that sense. Begging your pardon, I'm a more absolute monarch than you. Because of it, says Zemmour. A mountain is when I say so on the page. A gun goes off when I pull a trigger. That wasn't there before. Remember, I can't write. Narrate then. Declare, command, say, leaves appear on this bare branch. That smacks of heresy, Irv. It's the only way out of here, if you really want that more than anything, Irv. Story yourself out then. Say, Zelaldinos walks down the Sikri road. Are you sure about this? I won't be struck down. Okay. Zelaldinos walks down the Sikri road. What's this? What's happened to me? You're walking down the Sikri road, like you said. I can't go like this, Irv. I'm not dressed for one. And I need ostriches and eunuchs and things. Create them, but then you'd be back where you started. This is something you have to do alone, Majesty. Stop me, Irv. Stop yourself. Say, Akbar halts, Akbar halts, Akbar halts, Akbar halts. Just the once you've stopped. Have I? Akbar, yes, I have. Akbar returns then. There, you've got the hang of it. Look, Irv, don't you embody me in one of your stories? Sure. What sort of story? Oh, passion, romance. An old man needs a love story. All right, listen. Here are two lovers. See them? No. Okay, here's Percival. Something moved off just there. Percival of Bombay. Yes, he's taking shape. Maybe wipe Bombay. Another Bhelpuri blockbuster and I'll do. Percival of you mean Kolkata. Keep some stuff there to Earth. Cal, not Col. Percy's an Anglo. Free school, no rope trick, no arse lick. Well, in love with, let me see, a Paki. I like this game of, well, here. Now, visa problems. She's stuck there, Karachi, he's here, Cal. She needs a name of, we'll make her a Parsi. Percy's Parsi. We'll call her Naz. Nice name, Naz. Crush from Delhi University days. So Percy and Naz, we have to get them together. How? So easy peasy, Earth. He can walk across the border. Yes, but he could get lost. He needs a guide, someone who's been that way, done the route. That could be me, Earth. Excellent. Majesty. That sets up the story for the rest of the book. And I was going to read, I'm running out of time, a poem by Naz, Waiting. I'll just read you a couple of love poems out of this cross-border romance, which was happening a lot at the time I was writing. I won't read the Naz. It's a bit too long. All right, I'll read you a very short one. First kisses, so short I can just speak it. First kisses. First kisses, you remember them. Majesty? Of course you do. What's 400 years? I read you one last love poem, and it's a love poem to not a woman, but a baby. It's called Secret Lullaby. Secret Lullaby. Do you never go beyond the mesh on your cradle? Do you never go beyond the slats on your cot? Do you never go beyond this threshold with the bolt hole? Do you never go beyond the elephant gate? Do you never go beyond your father's hailing? Do you never go beyond chapter 5? Do you never go beyond the knot of her drawstring? Do you never go beyond one wife? Do you never go beyond 6 daughters? Do you never go beyond the Khyber Pass? Do you never go beyond the black waters? Do you never go beyond the moon's broad face? Do you never go beyond the hem of God's garment? And I will love you all my days.
Yeah. Wonderful. Allan Seeley will be in conversation with me tomorrow. I urge you all to come for it.